Keep On Side show. My name's Eugene.
My name's Joel, and today we're going to be talking about the story that is Jamie Vardy. What a story that is.
And moving swiftly on, we're going to be talking about Klopp for the KOP. Is it actually a real, genuine time for Liverpool fans to be excited?
Another subject we'll be looking at is the managerial merry-go-round. Are fans' expectations actually realistic?
And last but not least, we're going to be looking at footballers whose sons have gone into football. Are they actually blocking the path for just kids in general? So moving swiftly on to the Jamie Vardy affair.
It's a good story and it's a bad story in some respects. And I'll tell you what, the good parts is obvious. I mean, he's 28, he's on the cusp of the England side, he's just broken the record. For me, I've got a question why it's taken him so long, because I think that Jamie Vardy is a special talent. I believe that why wasn't Jamie Vardy playing at a higher level, you know, a championship club 5 years ago as opposed to Fleetwood Town? No disrespect to Fleetwood Town, I'm just saying, you know, I think scouts need to pull their finger out. And I think heads of recruitments and talent spotters, all these guys, they need to really look at themselves in the mirror, because Jamie Vardy shouldn't be 28 and playing in the Premier League.
All right, let's look at the pros and cons of this. All right, he's not been in at an academy, he's almost been in non-league, innit?
Yeah.
But I was listening to a quote from Ian Wright the other day where Ian Wright said the thing he likes about Vardy is that he's instinctive.
Yeah.
All right, so if he was in an academy, do you think they would have taken that instinctiveness out of him and almost moulded him? You've got a player now that will be the same whatever competition he plays at.
Yeah.
He won't be phased. You'll get Jamie Vardy whatever tournament you play in. And I think that's a good thing for English football. I think too much English players are actually moulded. Don't run down the line, don't pass, get back. Jamie Vardy's instinctive, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I think there's a bit of positive about it. Not a positive in regards to the scouts, because obviously there's probably loads of scouts that are pretty quiet at the moment. Probably scouts that saw Jamie Vardy as a 12-year-old and probably deemed him not good enough. So they'll be shutting their mouths now, won't they, really?
I mean, obviously, they'll probably say, oh, well, people develop, you'll hear the same old rubbish, you know, people develop at different times and all of that. And, you know, when he was at 16, he was a bit lightweight and, you know, try and cover their tracks a little bit.
What strikes me out about Jamie Vardy is his passion, his work rate.
Yeah.
He's very direct.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to sort of entwine with our next subject, really, is Jurgen Klopp to Liverpool, because obviously we all know about his pressing game. We all know about the type of play he likes. He likes direct players.
Everyone's excited about this Jurgen Klopp, and his start has been amazing.
If this happened in the summer with your likes of Chelsea, maybe Man United, even possibly Arsenal looking for a new manager, I know you're not going to be too happy about me saying Arsenal, but I think Jurgen Klopp would be in everyone's plans. So even if Barcelona or Real Madrid wanted a new manager, I'm not saying he'd be number one choice, but if they were selecting 5 managers, Jurgen Klopp would be one of them. So what can a coach do to make a millionaire footballer run? And I think that's what Klopp's got. He's got that infectiousness where a player will run, even if he's earning 10 bags a week. The cuddle that Klopp gives him make him run. Yeah. So I think that's what I really like about Klopp's appointment to Liverpool.
He's a modern manager, isn't he? He represents modern football. High, pacey, energetic, pressing, aggression. He's everything that you'd want in a modern day manager. All I would say is football's very short term, so are the Liverpool fans going to be singing his praises if they, for example, don't get into the top 4? Because Germany as well, they have a winter break. So is he going to be able to implement, we're in December now, is he going to be able to implement that high-pressing, aggressive game when we're playing a game every 2 days? Yeah, those sort of stuff where I'll be like, okay, but don't get me wrong, I like him, and his start has been emphatic.
That's good, because what I hear from a lot of people outside of Liverpool, but this, but that, the real thing here now is Klopp has actually taken the Premiership by storm. I think he's got like a real good way about him, the way he deals with the press. The way he is on match days, he's very articulated. He stands and watches his team train, and he goes and watches the opposition team train. Yeah. He's very observant. You only have to look at what Jordan Ibe's doing recently. He looks like someone who's been reinvigorated by Klopp's arrival. He's running, he's scoring goals, he's holding his ears when he scores goals. He's confident. Yeah. He wasn't like that under Brendan Rodgers. So yeah, for me, I'm excited. I don't think it's a knee-jerk excited. I am honestly excited about Klopp's appointment. I mean, but obviously we can continue that on our Twitter feed, and we'd like to hear your feedback on that. But I'd like to move on to maybe managers that are under pressure.
Right.
There seems to be a lot of unrealistic pressure being put on teams. You know, you've got Bournemouth, you've got Eddie Howe under pressure. They've just been promoted from the Championship.
Yeah.
Where are they expected to finish in the Premiership?
Exactly. Look at their budget.
For me, if you finish 4th and you're Bournemouth, you've done well.
4th from bottom.
4th from bottom.
Yeah. I think the money involved in the Premiership right now, you know, the owners are a bit, they're gun happy now.
They just want results.
They don't want to fall out of the Premier League because of the money that's available and on show in the Premier League. And they also, you know, you're looking at, you mentioned Eddie Howe. What about Steve McLaren? I mean, every Newcastle manager is under pressure.
They're under pressure, innit?
Every Newcastle manager. Look at Alan Pardew. Look at what Alan Pardew's doing now.
He's doing well.
He's doing well now, but them same Newcastle fans wanted him out.
And I'd have to say, I'd even go as far as to say maybe the Leicester story with the Tinker man, Claudio Ranieri, Leicester sitting, where are they, top or second?
They're thereabouts, yeah.
So Leicester's almost like a dream story, innit?
Yeah.
And no one's expecting Leicester to be where they are. So it's almost like the money men will be looking at football and say, boy, I want a piece of this, you know, because I can get a Norwich or I can get a Sunderland or I can get a whatever, put some money in and demand that they finish in the top 5.
I mean, look at Garry Monk. Garry Monk at Swansea. Now, where are Swansea going to end up? Let's be honest. They're not. I mean, I'm not being disrespectful to Swansea.
I think you are.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, everyone's expectation levels, you need to be realistic. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, they're not going to get relegated. So what's the problem? I mean, they were never going to be top 6. Some Swansea fans might not want to hear that, but they were never going to be top 6.
I don't want to be biased. Let me throw this out here. I mean, anyone out there, what's your thoughts on Swansea? I mean, anyone into football? Just realistic. Give me a number between top half or bottom half.
18.
So, I mean, you hear that. So, you know, that is, for me, that's realistic.
18?
18.
No.
That is realistic. Sorry, Swansea fans.
No, that's not realistic.
I'm really, really sorry. But I mean, for me...
And I'm hating on Swansea. Listen, Swansea, I say 10th.
10th?
Yeah, 10th.
Okay.
And that's still achievable. That's still attainable. They can end up 10th. 10th, 12th, they can end up 10th.
It's going down.
How many?
You know what I mean? It's going a little bit down. It's going a little bit down.
All right. Between 12th. 10th or 12th.
All right.
Between that, Mark.
My assessment was better.
What, 18th?
Yeah. But moving on to things that are on. Yeah. But let's move on swiftly to.
So relegated.
But let's move on.
Below Bournemouth.
Yeah. But let's just move on to something else that I think is unfair. Good footballers that finish their career and bring their children in to become footballers. You know, we've got loads of good stories. You hear of the Cruyffs.
Yeah.
I think Sheringham's have got it in. You've got Harry Redknapp, Jamie Redknapp. But I just wanted to throw it out to the crowd. Is there any footballers, you know, sons and stuff?
Tom Ince. Inter Milan once by Tom Ince and he couldn't even get in the Palace team.
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
It's just another example. And there's loads of them. Do you know what I mean?
Phillips as well.
He
couldn't get in the Brentford team, but then he played up front with Henry at Newcastle.
Yeah, look at
Because
that.
of his name.
Look at that.
So is it almost like who you know in football, not how good you are?
It's whatever's on the back of your shirt.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah,
And me being a parent of you know, a child that's an under 12 player at the moment, my son is already at a disadvantage because I haven't got that connect. A lot of these academies, it's players' sons, it's agents' sons, it's scouts' sons, it's coaches' friends' sons.
All right,
you know, it's the coach's window cleaner's boy.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? So my son, he's already at a disadvantage.
Let me be devil's advocate here. Is that not a reflection on the world we live in today? I'll move slightly away from football, for example. I'm an electrician.
Right.
I run an electrician firm.
Right. Yeah.
And I've got a boy or a cousin that likes electronics.
Right.
So am I not going to bring him in?
Am I
not going to say to him, come son, I've got a firm, come and work? Isn't that not a natural thing what people do, bring in their loved ones? Beckham bringing in his 3 sons into Arsenal Academy. Yeah. Why would that affect other Arsenal players, other Arsenal youngsters becoming footballers? What's the deal?
Because
you've got Becks on that end.
Yeah, you got. But what I'm saying is, his son's now into modelling. That same player that was at Arsenal was into modelling. So when he was at Arsenal for the period he was at Arsenal for say a year, 18 months, there could have been another boy that was trialling for Arsenal. But you know what? I don't know. You're not the best finisher, son. That was just. Do you see what I'm coming
I hear
from?
what
That
you're
was like,
saying. It's almost
you
like
know
an
what?
excuse.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
almost like you're good. But
yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? You
I need
got
room for Becks. We
I
need to
need-
let, he's not that good.
He's not that good.
But his name's Beckham.
He's a model now, isn't he?
Okay.
Do you see where I'm coming
I
from?
hear where
So
you're coming from.
it is blocking the pathways.
So
There's
what?
a lot of boys, like I said before in the previous topic, I think there's a few, not doing a disservice to Jamie Vardy, but I think there's a few Jamie Vardys running up and down on a Sunday. That's my personal belief.
That's all we've got time for, folks.
Yeah, so I'll do the Twitter handle. It's at Keep Onside Show, and I got it wrong. We'll do it again. So
Okay.
at Keep Onside Show. And yeah, just hit up the Twitter, hit up the Facebook page. We really want that interaction. So yeah, definitely.
And just before we go, last but not least, obviously Garry Neville has been appointed as the Valencia coach.
Yep.
It really was a surprise to me. But I wish him all the best. As I said, when I've seen him on Sky, I really like what he says.
His brother's a number 2. That's another one.
Oh,
But,
bloody hell, keep it in the family.
yeah.
Keep it in the family. But yeah, well done.
Well done.